Right now, a staff member at St. Olaf Catholic Church is in jail for multiple tentative charges, including sexual assault of a child. Also, after it was announced to be closed, how students at UW Richland Center are looking to keep the campus open. And later, new details into the investigation of a stolen buck, what the Columbia County Sheriff's Department is saying, and an update from the teen who shot the deer. Welcome to News 3 Now. A local Catholic parish staffer is in jail tonight after his arrest for suspected child sexual assault. Our Braden Ross joins us in studio with more information. Braden?
Yeah, Rajnal Remat was working as a religious brother at St. Olaf's Church in DeForest before his arrest Thursday afternoon. He was booked into the Dane County Jail on tentative charges of sexual exploitation of a child, sexual assault of a student, and child enticement. But he hasn't been formally charged yet. The Diocese of Madison confirmed the arrest in a statement, saying they were made aware of the accusations on Sunday and immediately got law enforcement involved and put Remat on administrative leave. They say he had arrived from Pakistan in June to work in the Diocese of Madison. The St. Olaf website listed him as a pastoral associate before his staff page was removed. And News 3 Now does not typically name people before they're formally charged, but that policy does not apply in this case because of his position of public trust and because the diocese took the step of naming him as well.
Braden, thank you. A woman charged in a Wisconsin murder plans to argue that she is not guilty because she was a coerced victim of human trafficking. This after the state Supreme Court ruled in July that such a defense could be used in homicide cases. Tanya Stammer is charged with first-degree intentional homicide and armed robbery in connection with the March 2021 death of Brian Portia in Kaukauna. Stammer is scheduled to stand trial next summer. A trial date has not been set for Stammer's co-defendant Dante Payne. According to the criminal complaint, Payne and Stammer targeted Portia, with Payne allegedly shooting Portia. The two then tried to make the scene look like a robbery and tossed his phone and keys into Lake Winnebago. 4 dogs are dead after a structure fire in Jackson County yesterday. First responders were called to a heavy structure fire on Winger Road in the township of Northfield. On arrival, the attached garage of a 2-story home had already collapsed from fire damage. The house required an extensive overhaul due to its age and was a complete loss. No people were in the home at the time, and the cause of the fire is unknown. The Red Cross is assisting the family. And let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Julian Seawright.
Well, it's not too bad to start off our Friday evening, but we are going to see temperatures fall as we continue throughout the rest of our Friday night. So let's get into it. We have a wind advisory that's going to be in effect throughout several sections of southern Wisconsin at different times. For the western side, we're going to see later this evening around 8 p.m. where that wind advisory is going to go in effect until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. And for us here in Dane County and closer towards the Illinois state line, it's going to be from midnight until about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then for our friends to the east from Watertown towards Milwaukee, we're looking at 2 a.m. until 9 a.m. for those wind advisories. Now we're going to start to see that shift in wind speeds coming in from the northwest, which is going to bring in colder temperatures, and on top of it, some blustery conditions. We're looking at wind speeds that could be around 40 miles per hour as we transition from overnight heading into our Saturday morning. They will start to diminish a bit as we head into our Saturday afternoon, but it's still going to be rather on the breezy side. Now, taking a look at our evening conditions as of right now, ahead, we're going to be seeing those temperatures really maintain the 40s until we get closer to midnight. That's where we're going to start to see those wind speeds picking back up and dropping us near the middle 30s and then even colder for tonight. We're looking into the upper teens for us here in Madison, but many areas are going to be in those upper teens or into the lower 20s. Overall, is going to be well below freezing as we get into the rest of tonight. We'll be planning out the rest of our weekend in just a few moments. Until then, back to you, Charlotte.
Thank you, Julian. An online petition is trying to save the first UW campus to close since the current president was hired. Students at UW Richland are trying to save in-person classes. Our Nicole Herzog spoke with them today.
The announcement came without warning.
I mean, it was really abrupt and devastating. No one was really expecting this to happen.
UW System President Jay Rothman sent UW-Platteville-Richland students and staff a notice that the 2-year campus would no longer offer in-person classes come July 1st. The main reasons? Low enrollment and financial pressures that make face-to-face instruction, quote, no longer tenable.
You see it more as 60 kids losing their career path or whatever, and then a few faculty. But I mean, on the inside, it's just like being inside of it is so much different. You know, there's professors here that have been here for a long time and now are losing their jobs.
Students tell me the Richland Center offered a home away from home. Now their futures remain a question.
We feel like we've been left in the dark.
Yeah,
and we've been trying it.
The end of in-person classes at the Richland Center campus means about 64 students and 25 employees will be moved to either UW-Platteville's main campus or its Baraboo campus. For some students, the in-person programs the campus offers were a key reason they chose the school.
And I picked up my dog, my cow, a couple t-shirts, and a pair of jeans, and I moved 2.5 hours out here specifically to come to this campus.
In an effort to save their campus, they've been circling a petition and started a Facebook group.
We want our voices to be heard because we want to bring awareness to not only the fact that the people that are here, but the people that could be here in the future.
Facebook is now where alumni are sharing photos and memories of their time on campus.
Everyone's just kind of reminiscing on how much we're going to lose because of what it brings to the community.
Save us, you know,
Yes,
help
please.
us, please. There probably could be more to be done.
In Richland Center, I'm Nicole Herzog for News 3 Now.
The petition now has more than 680 signatures, far more than even the number of active students on campus. Students say they are hopeful it'll help make a change. Governor Evers is ordering a special election to fill the 8th Senate district vacancy after the retirement of Republican State Senator Alberta Darling. The election will occur on April 4th of 2023 in conjunction with the 2023 spring election. If a primary is necessary, it will be held on February 21st. Circulation of nomination papers for candidates begins today. Nomination papers must be filed no later than 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 3rd. Right now, Children's Wisconsin and the Medical College of Wisconsin are concerned about lower rates of flu vaccination. With the holiday season fast approaching, it is important to schedule your flu vaccine quickly. It takes 2 weeks for the vaccine to take full effect. There are many options for where to get your flu vaccine, including pharmacies, primary care offices, and community vaccine clinics. Just go to vaccines.gov to find a location convenient for you. And experts at UW Health say that testing for RSV is not needed in most cases. They say disease and symptom management do not change with an official diagnosis. While there are no medications to treat RSV, experts say there are some ways to treat it at home, and this includes proper nasal suction, staying hydrated, as well as using ibuprofen for fever management. Experts recommend not giving children over-the-counter cough or cold medicines because it could actually make their symptoms worse. If a child is struggling to breathe, that is a sign to get medical attention immediately. Gas prices continue to fall all across the U.S. and Wisconsin, with some stations in the Madison area below $3 per gallon. According to AAA, the average price of a gallon of regular unleaded gas in the Badger State is $3.06. Diesel prices are also down to an average of $4.70. Nationwide, the average gas price for regular unleaded as of today is $3.44. And coming up on News 3 Now at 10, flying out of Madison may be convenient, but it can also prove expensive. Our Armand Rahman looks into the Dane County Regional Airport after a study on average airfares finds it is one of the highest in the entire country. This Sunday, the city of Waukesha will hold its traditional Christmas parade, just over a year after the parade attack that killed 6 people dead, left 6 people dead last year. To make everyone feel safe and relaxed, one man is bringing therapy dogs that he has rescued and trained himself. Bill Krause, the founder of Sasu Enterprises Pet Therapy Services, uses the dogs to bring good cheer to people year-round. He works a full-time job doing the overnight shift, then visits nursing homes, prisons, shelters, and rehab centers all across the state in the afternoons.
Comfort, and they bring down anxiety, your heart rate. I could get a nurse in here, she could take somebody's blood pressure, and once the dog's on the lap, take it again, and it'll drop.
Bill is also bipolar and wants to be an example of how to overcome mental health struggles. He knows these dogs he's rescued and trained can help the Waukesha community as they gather for the first parade since that attack last year. Krause's organization relies entirely on donations. And coming up, the Madison Police Department looks to bring a little Christmas joy to the community. Plus, a food truck focusing on more than what it serves its customers packs up for the semester. Find out how successful it was on campus ahead at 6.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for cash, as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
At McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo, we know that hardworking people want the most value for their money. At McGann's, we've already sorted out and selected the brands that we feel offer you the most bang for your buck. From young couples to senior citizens, we offer a huge selection at prices that will fit your budget. And remember, at McGann's, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Discover the difference at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Need life insurance? Select Quote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And Select Quote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie homebuyers who don't have experience you can count on. We Buy Ugly Houses has been buying houses as is for almost 3 decades. Call or click to sell quick.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Members of multiple law enforcement agencies were out helping Santa prepare for Christmas. This morning, officers went to the Farm and Fleet on Stoughton Road to shop for their communities. Using wish lists given to them by their organizations, they were able to load up their squad cars with tons of toys and gifts for families and children in need.
It's really important for us because it helps people in our communities that we interact with daily, and it's just a nice way for MPD to help give back to the community that gives us so much.
The toys and gifts are donated to the various organizations around the area who then in turn distribute the gifts or keep them at the centers for kids to use throughout the year. Today was the last day for the semester that UW students could enjoy the newest sustainable food truck on campus. The food truck is called Electric Eats and is, well, you guessed it, all electric. It furthers its mission of sustainability by using low waste packaging as well as featuring local and regional foods from around Wisconsin, including produce from the UW Student Organic Farm.
So our goal with the truck is really to help Badgers eat well and also live sustainably. So we really focus on bringing a more green aspect to campus and another sustainability initiative.
The food truck measures success by calculated carbon savings, local purchasing impact, food waste, and student engagement in food sustainability. When we come back, a buck gets into a bit of trouble with some Christmas lights, plus an update to the tale of the stolen buck, what the Columbia County Sheriff's Office is saying about the investigation. And it is shaping up to be a cold and windy weekend. Julian's got the weekend forecast after this break.
Steinhafel Cyber Week sale. Save 35 to 65% store-wide. Plus, get some of our best bonus buys of the year. Like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress, $3.99. This sofa, $5.99. Queen bed now $6.99. 5-piece dining set, $9.99. And for a limited time, make your purchase more affordable with Steinhafel's 72-month financing. It's Steinhafel Cyber Week sale. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a great supportive care came to see me. They're taking the time to listen and talk about options for feeling better.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
Save big on your automotive needs, now at Menards. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil. It's formulated with advanced additives for year-round engine protection. Pick up a quart for just $3.99. Don't forget to stock up on Duracell copper top batteries. They're dependable with a long-lasting 10-year storage guarantee. A 24-pack of AA or AAA batteries is only $14.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
You might remember this story from last week. A 15-year-old hunter shot a trophy buck on opening day, ran off to tell his family, and returned to find it missing. Our Catherine Merck follows this story to a happy ending.
Remember this video?
Oh, no, I shot him right up here.
This was part of the viral post Sarah Deem put online after her son's successful deer hunting experience went south.
So it was just very unexpected.
Garrett's 22-point buck was stolen right off of his family's property.
It was in our yard, basically, and it's a private area. There's no public land back there.
Today, the Columbia County Sheriff's Office provided us an update about the end of their investigation.
In past history, there were several species of animals that we sent a physical form of a tag of some kind to put on the animal. And in recent years, the department has decided to go away from that and pretty much do virtual.
A part of what made the situation so puzzling could be credited to the way harvested deer is reported to the DNR. Garrett's deer hadn't been entered digitally yet, but a different digital method in the form of the viral post ended up being a key factor for law enforcement in Columbia County to find the thief.
More or less now what we see is if somebody does do good, they will take pictures and post it on social media.
A happy update. Not only did the family get the skin and the head back, they also got the meat, which the thief had sent in for processing. The amount of meat this buck had just shows the value of what was nearly lost.
It ended up being 43 pounds of ground venison. I think it's about $5 a pound in the store right now.
While charges may wait for the man who first stole it, what's left is a story that this young hunter will never forget.
Yeah, I'm just excited to do more hunting now.
Reporting in Lodi, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
The warden at the DNR who investigated this case said the district attorney's office has not filed any charges yet. Check this out. Wildlife officials in Dallas, Oregon, helped free a deer after it got its antlers tangled in Christmas lights. The first reports of the animal came in before Thanksgiving when a homeowner captured the buck on video walking through her yard. The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife officers tranquilized the deer so the lights could be removed. The animal was hurt. Officials say this sort of thing is a common occurrence. Bucks rub their antlers on trees, bushes, and other things to get rid of the velvet, mark their territory, and show dominance over other bucks. They recommend hanging lights higher up in the trees so bucks just can't get to them. Now let's check back in with Julian for a look at your complete forecast.
Well, we're watching for a system that's going to be bringing in some colder and windier conditions as we get into the later part of our Friday nights and heading into our Saturday morning. And as of right now, we can see just a bit of some snow that's developing in the far northwestern corridor of Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota. But for us here in southern Wisconsin, we're staying rather dry, but we could potentially start to see some developments of some rainfall here in southern Wisconsin as we get into the later part of tonight. But if anything is going to be some isolated showers and nothing overly developed as we continue throughout the rest of tonight. Now, outside of that, the system is also going to be bringing in some pretty strong winds for us, which is why we have a wind advisory in effect for this evening and going into the overnight hours to our early Saturday morning for pretty much all of southern Wisconsin. And as we mentioned in the first look at our weather, it is going to be different sections and different times when we're going to start to see these go into effect for us. Areas to the west around 8 p.m. and for us here in Dane County and to the south around midnight, and then for our friends to the east around 2 a.m. Now here's what we're seeing in terms of when we can expect those winds starting to pick up for us. Around 9 o'clock, you can see gusts hitting just into the middle 30s, close to around 40 miles per hour, and then that's going to start to stretch its way into around Dane County areas where we're going to be looking at those intense winds throughout midnight and into the overnight hours. Now, as we're waking up for a Saturday morning, it's still going to be rather blustery for us as wind speeds will start to die down just a bit. We're still looking around close to 30 miles per hour in terms of gusts, but it really start to taper off by the time we get into our Saturday afternoon. But outside of that, folks, it's going to be one of those good sayings here in the upper Midwest where it's not just, it wouldn't be as cold if it wasn't for the wind. Well, folks, it's still going to be cold. We're looking at single digits in terms of wind chills, below 0 as we get into around 7 o'clock into our Saturday morning, and slight improvements as we get into our Saturday afternoon. But folks, it's still going to be a cold start to our weekend as temperatures are going to just hang into the 20s and feel like it's in the teens as we get into our Saturday. Outside of that, here's what we're walking through. For the rest of this evening, we're going to see those 40s pretty much linger until we get into the midnight hour. Any snow or shower development is mainly going to be north and to the east, but it's not going to be very widespread. Cloud cover, however, is going to stick around for us overnight and then start to clear up as we get into our Saturday morning once we start to see those temperatures really fall into the teens. Again, we're still going to be rather breezy as we're waking up and especially as we get into around the noon hour. Once we get into our evening, well, it's not going to be too bad for us as temperatures will start to warm just a bit, but it's still going to be well below freezing. And on top of it, at least we have sunshine, but the winds will start to die down. For the rest of the weekend, 26 degrees is looking to be our high for Saturday. And outside of it, we may see some late shower developments for us here in southern Wisconsin, but it's not going to be very widespread. Sunday, we'll start to warm up just a bit more as we get into those upper 30s, where we're going to be a bit more tolerable as we head into the next few days for us. But outside of it, Saturday is going to be on the chillier side. Then temperatures will maintain into the upper 30s until we get into Tuesday of next week. And we do have a couple of opportunities to see some snow development, but that's really going to be best once we get into next weekend, where we're going to be monitoring. Outside of that, at least we have some tolerable temperatures.
Wisconsin football's new head coach will have to pay a hefty price if he leaves before 2027. Now, that is according to a copy of his contract released to us through open record request today. We also learned that the UW Foundation is paying more than half of his more than $7 million salary, and he will get a big bonuses if he wins major games like the Big Ten Championship or National Championship. More on those details are online right now at channel3000.com.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers begin their road to repeat tonight at the Fieldhouse, where they say their tough schedule has helped them prepare for the postseason. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Buck & Honey's. Visit any of our 3 Best of Madison locations in Monona, Sun Prairie, or Wanakee. And for a limited time, buy $100 in Buck & Honey's gift cards and receive a $20 bonus over the holidays. Make it Buck & Honey's, Monona, Sun Prairie, and Wanakee.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
How do you use your energy? Inspiring a spark of creativity? Working hard to reach your goals? Thinking outside the box to bring your vision to life? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
A Madison mom says her special needs child was injured permanently when her school didn't follow a plan for her care.
I knew that there was something very wrong.
Now she's set to sue the Madison School District.
If it was your child, would you feel comfortable?
News 3 Now investigates. Monday at 10.
Wisconsin's regular season schedule was one of the toughest in the nation. They have 11 wins over teams ranked in the top 25 and enter the NCAA tournament on an 18-match win streak. And the reigning national champs believe they're ready for another deep postseason run thanks to the nightly Big Ten battles against the best competition in the country.
It's just really important that we got to compete hard all year, every night, every game. We've had to use every practice, every part of our game, and it's just helped us grow so much throughout the season.
It just showed us like how important it is to be like locked in, because if you're not locked in, like they're gonna make you pay like every single team in the Big Ten. And I feel like that's how we've been approaching it these past couple of matches, and that's how we're gonna continue approaching it.
The Badger women's hockey team returned to the ice after a week off, and Wisconsin gets to ease back in the WCHA play with the series against Bemidji State. The Beavers have just 4 wins on the year. And remember, UW outscored them 15-1 in their series earlier this season. And the scoring continued today. Badgers already up a goal. Maddie Wheeler finds Casey O'Brien. She lights the lamp to make it 2-zip. Then later in the first, Wisconsin up 3-0, and Lacey Eden fires one home on the one-timer. Part of a 4-goal first period. Badgers get the win 13-1, the final. It appears Luke Fickell will need to find an offensive line coach for next season. 24/7 Sports is reporting that Bob Bostad is heading to Indiana. During his 2 stints at Wisconsin, Bostad has coached 8 first-team All-American linemen and 3 first-round draft picks. As he said on Tuesday, Aaron Rodgers will play Sunday in Chicago. Number 12 was off the latest injury report, but his left tackle was on it. David Bakhtiari will miss the game, not because of his knee, but because of an emergency surgery he had today. Bakhtiari had his appendix removed. And after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, Colton Wong is heading to Seattle. The Brewers are trading their former second baseman to the Mariners in exchange for outfielder Jesse Winker and infielder Abraham Toro. Last season, Wong batted .251 with 15 home runs.
All right, quick check.
Well, things will be cold and windy, but at least we'll improve for Sunday.
All right, we'll see you back here at 10.